For aging bodies, omega-3s play a critical role in calming chronic inflammation, protecting blood vessels, and supporting joint comfort. Unlike seeds high in omega-6, flax works in the opposite direction, helping restore balance instead of tipping the body toward inflammation. One of the most important benefits of flaxseed for adults over 60 is its impact on cardiovascular health. As arteries age, they tend to stiffen and lose elasticity, making it harder for blood to flow smoothly. Omega-3s from flax help reduce inflammatory signals that contribute to this stiffening, which can support healthier blood pressure and circulation over time. Flaxseed is also rich in lignans, plant compounds that act as powerful antioxidants. These lignans help protect cells from oxidative stress and gently support hormonal balance, an often overlooked factor in aging energy levels, bone strength, and metabolic health. For older adults, this combination of omega-3s and lignans makes flaxseed uniquely effective. Digestive health is another area where flax truly shines. Many seniors struggle with sluggish digestion or constipation, even when they eat fiber-rich foods. Flaxseed provides a type of soluble fiber that absorbs water and forms a gentle gel in the digestive tract. This helps soften stools, support regular bowel movements, and reduce strain without irritating the gut. There's one crucial rule, however. Flaxseed must be ground. Whole flax seeds often pass through the digestive system largely intact, meaning their nutrients are never absorbed. Grinding the seeds unlocks their omega-3s and lignans, making them available to the body. Just 1 to 2 teaspoons of ground flaxseed per day is enough to provide benefits. Flaxseed is easy to incorporate into daily meals. It can be stirred into oatmeal, yogurt, or smoothies, or sprinkled over soft foods. It should not be cooked at high temperatures, as heat can damage its delicate fats. For adults over 60, flaxseed offers something rare, powerful anti-inflammatory support that's gentle, affordable, and easy to use. When added consistently, many people notice improved digestion, steadier energy, and better cardiovascular comfort. Next, we'll explore a seed that plays a crucial role in muscle function, sleep quality, and immune strength, areas that become increasingly important as we age. After supporting the brain, heart, and digestion, the third beneficial seed focuses on something many adults over 60 quietly struggle with: muscle strength, sleep quality, and immune resilience. This seed is simple, familiar, and often underestimated, yet its impact on aging bodies can be profound. That seed is pumpkin seeds. Pumpkin seeds are one of the most concentrated natural sources of magnesium and zinc, two minerals that become increasingly difficult to absorb as we age. After 60, lower stomach acid and changes in digestion often reduce mineral uptake, even when the diet appears adequate. The result is something many seniors recognize all too well: muscle tightness, leg cramps at night, poor sleep, slow wound healing, and a weaker immune response. Magnesium plays a critical role in muscle contraction and relaxation, nerve signaling, and sleep regulation. When magnesium levels were low, muscles may twitch, calves may cramp, and sleep becomes light or fragmented. Pumpkin seeds provide magnesium in a highly usable form, helping muscles relax properly and allowing the nervous system to settle at night. This is why many older adults notice fewer nighttime cramps and more restful sleep when pumpkin seeds are added consistently. Zinc is equally important, especially for immune function and tissue repair. One of the most valuable benefits of black sesame for adults over 60 is its ability to support brain and vascular health at the same time. As we age, blood flow to the brain naturally decreases, and oxidative damage increases. Black sesame helps counter both. Its lignans act like cellular shields, helping protect neurons and blood vessels from inflammation and free radical damage.
This is especially important for seniors who notice brain fog, slower recall, or mental fatigue. These symptoms are often blamed on normal aging, but in many cases they're tied to oxidative stress and reduced circulation, two areas where black sesame excels. Black sesame also supports bone and joint health, but without the mineral blocking effect seen in white sesame. When prepared properly, soaked or ground, black sesame improves mineral availability instead of interfering with it. This makes it a much safer option for older adults concerned about bone density, muscle strength, and long-term mobility. Another advantage is how gentle black sesame is on digestion when used correctly. Unlike some seeds that irritate the gut or cause bloating, black sesame has traditionally been used in small, intentional amounts to nourish the body rather than overload it. That approach aligns perfectly with what aging digestion needs. The key is preparation. Black sesame should never be swallowed whole and dry. Grinding it or soaking it allows the body to absorb its nutrients efficiently and safely. Just 1 to 2 teaspoons a day is enough to deliver benefits without stressing the digestive system. For adults over 60, black sesame is not about trends or superfood hype. It's about supporting memory, circulation, and resilience at a cellular level. When used consistently and correctly, it becomes a quiet but powerful ally in staying sharp, steady, and independent. Next, we'll look at another seed that's small in size but remarkably effective at calming inflammation, supporting digestion, and protecting the heart as the body ages. After supporting the brain and circulation, the next seed on our list focuses on something nearly every adult over 60 struggles with in some form: inflammation, digestion, and heart health. This seed is small, simple, and easy to find, yet its benefits are powerful when used correctly. That seed is flaxseed. Flax seeds may look unremarkable, but they are one of the richest plant-based sources of omega-3 fatty acids, specifically a type called alpha-linolenic acid, or ALI.
And inflammation at this stage of life is not just about joint discomfort. In older adults, it's closely linked to stiff and aging blood vessels, worsening arthritis, muscle loss, fatigue, and increased risk of heart disease. When sunflower seeds are eaten frequently, they can raise the omega-6 to omega-3 ratio far beyond what aging joints and arteries can safely handle. What makes this especially concerning is how silent the damage can be. There's no immediate pain, no sudden reaction. Instead, people notice small changes: joints that feel stiffer longer in the morning, walking that takes more effort, muscles that recover slowly, or blood tests showing rising inflammation or cholesterol levels. Sunflower seeds are also easy to overconsume because they're hidden in many processed foods. Trail mixes, granola bars, cereals, and heart-healthy snacks often contain them, meaning many seniors are exposed multiple times a day without realizing it. For adults over 60, this constant inflammatory load can quietly undermine mobility, heart health, and overall energy. That's why sunflower seeds are no longer a wise daily choice at this stage of life. Replacing them with seeds that support balance rather than inflammation can make a noticeable difference in how the body feels and functions. Next, we'll examine another seed that looks harmless and is often praised as nutritious, yet may quietly block mineral absorption and contribute to bone and joint problems many seniors never connect to their diet. After hidden oils and inflammatory fats, the next seed creates problems in a much more subtle way. It doesn't inflame the body overnight or trigger obvious symptoms. Instead, it slowly steals nutrients your aging body desperately needs. And that seed is sesame. Sesame seeds are often viewed as harmless, even beneficial. You see them on burger buns, blended into tahini, mixed into hummus, sprinkled over stir-fries, and baked into so-called super seed crackers. Because they're plant-based and natural, many adults over 60 assume sesame is a safe, everyday choice. But for aging bodies, sesame comes with hidden risks that are rarely discussed.
The first concern is phytates. Sesame seeds are high in these naturally occurring compounds that bind to essential minerals like calcium, magnesium, and zinc in the digestive tract. When minerals are bound this way, your body can't absorb them properly. For younger adults with strong digestion, this may not cause noticeable issues. But after 60, when stomach acid and absorption efficiency naturally decline, phytates can quietly push the body toward deficiency. This matters because calcium and magnesium are critical for bone strength, muscle contraction, nerve signaling, and heart rhythm. Reduced absorption over time can contribute to bone thinning, muscle weakness, cramps, and increased fracture risk, even when someone believes they're eating a healthy diet. Another growing concern is sesame sensitivity and allergy, which has increased sharply in older adults.
Seeds are good for you. Natural, simple, healthy. They're full of fiber, loaded with vitamins and minerals, and for many years that advice truly made sense. We were encouraged to sprinkle them on salads, mix them into yogurt, and add them to smoothies, believing we were supporting our health in the best possible way. But here's what almost no one tells you. After you reach your 60s, your body no longer responds the same way it once did. What used to help can begin working against you quietly, slowly, without obvious warning signs. Recent studies now show that certain seeds, the same ones many older adults eat every single day, can increase inflammation, damage blood vessels, and even accelerate the aging process. And what makes this especially dangerous is that there's usually no pain at first, no sudden alarm, just gradual stiffness, lingering fatigue, and that unsettling feeling that your body isn't cooperating the way it used to. One study published in a journal of gerontology found that just one common seed caused inflammation levels in older adults to rise by 67% in only 3 weeks. Yet, it's still widely promoted as a heart-healthy choice. That alone should make anyone over 60 pause. I'm Dr. Emily Carter, and after years of working with older adults, I've seen this pattern again and again. People who eat carefully, avoid sugar, and choose natural foods, yet still struggle with joint pain, low energy, poor sleep, or slow physical decline. Very often, the problem isn't what they're missing, it's what they're unknowingly eating every day. Here's the good news. You don't need to avoid seeds altogether. You simply need to know which ones to stop and which ones to eat daily to protect your joints, calm inflammation, and help you stay strong, mobile, and
These compounds are heat sensitive. Research shows that when garlic is exposed to temperatures above 350 degrees Fahrenheit, 177 degrees C, which is typical for frying in oil, its beneficial sulfur compounds degrade rapidly. Instead of lowering blood pressure and fighting inflammation, burned garlic can produce acrylamide and other harmful byproducts that may irritate the stomach and even increase oxidative stress in the body. I recall a patient, Mr. Harris, a 70-year-old who loved cooking big breakfasts. He told me he always fried garlic directly in hot oil to release the flavor. Unfortunately, he often cooked it on high heat until it was nearly black. He believed he was strengthening his heart, but instead, the compounds that protect against high cholesterol and infections were long gone before his meal even hit the plate. What was left was bitterness in taste and no health benefit for his circulation or immune system. This issue is particularly important for seniors because after 60, the body's natural defenses weaken. High blood pressure, stiff arteries, and reduced immune function are already common. Garlic can be a natural ally, but only if it's handled gently. Cooking it at high heat wipes out exactly what seniors need most. So, how can you fix this mistake? The solution is simple. Lower the heat and control the timing. If you're sautéing, use medium or low heat and add garlic after your oil has cooled slightly, not when it's smoking hot. Garlic should be cooked until it's lightly golden, never browned or burnt. A gentle sauté of 30 to 60 seconds is enough to release the aroma and preserve many of its beneficial compounds. Another trick is to combine garlic with other foods that can protect its compounds. For example, studies show that cooking garlic with onions or tomatoes at lower heat helps preserve more antioxidants. You can also add garlic at the end of cooking, such as stirring it into a sauce after removing the pot from the heat so that it warms without being scorched. For those who find raw garlic too strong, roasting it at low temperatures below 250 degrees F, 120 degrees C, can sweeten the flavor while keeping many compounds intact. It won't have the same potency as fresh raw garlic, but it's far better than burning it in a hot pan. The bottom line, high heat kills garlic's medicine and replaces it with toxins. Seniors should think of garlic not just as a spice, but as a healing food that requires gentle care. Treat it kindly, avoid frying it in smoking hot oil, and you'll preserve the heart, brain, and immune benefits that nature intended. Mistake number 4, eating garlic right after brushing your teeth. Hidden damage to gums, teeth, and stomach. Most of us think brushing our teeth is the healthiest way to start or end the day. And it's true, oral hygiene is essential, especially for seniors who are more prone to gum disease and tooth sensitivity. But here's a surprising mistake: eating raw garlic immediately after brushing your teeth. Why is this a problem? After you brush, your gums and enamel are in a sensitive state. Brushing removes plaque and bacteria, but it also temporarily weakens the protective enamel layer and slightly irritates the gums. At that very moment, if you eat raw garlic, the strong sulfur compounds and natural acids can directly irritate exposed gum tissue, causing a burning sensation, redness, or even micro damage that accumulates over time. I once met Mrs. Reynolds, a 74-year-old who believed in taking a clove of raw garlic every morning for her heart. But she had developed constant gum soreness and occasional bleeding when she flossed. After a dental check, the dentist confirmed her enamel was thinning and her gums were inflamed. The cause? She always chewed her garlic right after brushing her teeth when her mouth's protective layer was at its weakest. There's also another risk: the stomach. Brushing stimulates saliva and slightly alters the pH balance in the mouth. If raw garlic is eaten right after, it travels quickly to the stomach with fewer protective buffers. For seniors who already have thinner stomach linings or conditions like gastritis and acid reflux, this can lead to pain, burning, and nausea. In some cases, it can even worsen gastric ulcers. From a scientific perspective, garlic contains sulfur compounds such as allicin